Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey, this is Airtime recording or test recording, but it might become like our unofficial first episode.
Yeah.
It's our podcast. We're just, testing it out, see how it works. We don't have a title
chilling.
for it.
We don't. No.
It's a titleless podcast.
If you guys want to title it,
Well,
I doubt anybody's gonna.
I'm pretty sure by the time it releases, we're not gonna have any people like watching it.
Yeah.
And also, not only that, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a title by then. Because aren't we gonna kind of brainstorm it on this podcast?
Yeah, we are. So what I just said is completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't listen to me. But if you're watching this
and most
from
of the stuff
future,
yep. If you're watching this from the future,
please
welcome.
Tweet us or something.
Please tweet us.
If we have a Twitter.
Say, I'm gonna know you watch this to this point because I'm gonna give you half of the message right now. I'm gonna give you the other half at the very end of the podcast.
Right.
So you're gonna have to listen to the whole thing to know what it is.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, that's good.
The hidden word right now is Obama is a.
Oh no! There's That's good. That's good.
Obama is a, and then that's the first part of the phrase, and at the end of the podcast, you'll have the next one.
Also, if you're watching this from the future, please tell us the year, the date exactly, because I'm actually really curious.
Make sure that whenever you comment, you make sure that you say who's watching this in your current year, or the only other acceptable answer is first.
Look, at the time of this recording, we have 15 subscribers.
Hold on. Yeah, let's actually make this like a time capsule. How many do we have legitimately? Hold on.
A time capsule.
A time capsule. So we could look back on this, and no matter how big our channel is, we'll be able to see. We have 15 subscribers right now.
What did our most recent video
Our most recent video, not Airtime, freaking Sports Friends, released 9 hours ago, and it has 11 views, and it's like my favorite one.
It is What's the first video?
The first video we have is Welcome to Airtime, which was posted only 6 days ago. 6 days ago. Not even a week, and it has 93 views.
That's pretty good. That is really good.
Pretty good. I just burped because we went to In-N-Out right now, and
we did.
It was really good.
Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure if I listen back on this conversation is gonna make me miss In-N-Out. And it's gonna make anyone who's listening to it in California want In-N-Out as well, because In-N-Out's really freaking good.
Yep. Actually, I think we're gonna post the video.
We may. Sometime.
We may post that
because we recorded maybe like kind of like a, not really, I don't want to say a sketch vlog, but it's just like we just recorded ourselves going to In-N-Out, and we could like turn it into like a video.
We could. Yeah.
We might.
Also, I'm supposed to get my laptop today.
Yeah, so far every single episode of Airtime has been edited by me.
Yeah.
Because Alan was supposed to be the other editor, but literally like 2 days.
That's not my fault.
2 days before the channel started, he like texts me. He says, "Oh yeah, my laptop just won't start." So he took it in. He had it under warranty, and it's taken like what, 2 weeks to get back.
It's taken like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just been editing everything together. I'll probably edit this together too if it releases.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a very long intro to our podcast, but I gotta write down to remember to give you guys the last half of that phrase. Also, most of these podcasts will be unedited, so you could like see like the behind the scenes, the whole get the full experience. The only things we'll cut out maybe are just like ginormous, like
you almost dropped your phone.
I almost dropped my phone right now. I caught it. I'm like, I swear I have the best reflexes in the world. But anyways, yeah, so we're not gonna cut anything out except like ginormous bouts of dead air, or like if something is really awkward or something, we might cut it out. Or if we're like trying to think of something else to say, we'll cut it out. But for the most part, you'll be hearing pure unadulterated me and Alan, and hopefully you enjoy that.
Right. So first off, I wanted to talk about how our first week went. What do you think about our first week?
Our first week, it's definitely been a ginormous learning curve for me.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of like tried to start YouTube channels before, but I've never gone to like this extent with like this. Because the thing is, we both just graduated high school like last year, right? Yeah. We're both like, are you 19? Yeah, you're 19.
I'm 19, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 19 too. Wow. That's going to hit me hard when I'm like 25 looking back on this.
Yeah.
I'm 19. We just graduated like last year. Alan's already gone through a year of college.
Yep.
I've only gone through a semester.
Yeah.
And with me, I don't freaking really care. Like I'll go back, but if YouTube takes off, then I'm out. I don't care.
Out completely.
I'm out completely. And if YouTube doesn't work out, I'll probably just end up making guitars for a guitar company or something. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, over this last week, it's like because we're fresh out of high school, we got some money from financial aid, and I worked at Starbucks for a little bit to save up some money, and I quit. But anyways, that's besides the point. We actually had the money to pour into this and to like get good quality stuff, because all the other times it's like, to me, my budget was like $100 to get everything started.
Right.
So it was all crappy, but now I have like a gaming laptop, and we have some good studio mics and everything, and a good audio interface. So it's not much to worry about. So yeah, but it's just kind of like learning how to use all this crazy technology and stuff, and like getting back into the editing groove, because I haven't edited a lot of videos.
I haven't edited
for a while.
at all.
You haven't edited at all, but there's a lot of D's in that sentence. Edited it all.
Edited it. You're ruining it.
But you haven't edited at all. And with me, I edited a lot for my other channels, and for in high school, a lot of my projects were like video oriented, and that's where I kind of like went crazy and like scratched my editing itch. And yeah, so now it's just basically learning how to do that daily and like get it efficient and get it so that we can post a video every day and everything. And also try not to, I mean, with my philosophy with it is right now we're barely starting, so I'm kind of throwing everything I can at the wall. If it's cringe, then so be it. I hope by throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, I'll eventually stop being cringe. But for now, I'm gonna make all the jokes I can, and whatever lands, I'll know what to do next time. Whatever doesn't land, I'll know what to do next time. Like there's one thing that I realized that I was editing together that I thought was pretty cringe. Now that I look back on it, I did not like the MLG humor in Firewatch 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like it either.
I didn't care for it at all. But I thought it was, at the moment, I was like, you know what, screw it. Let me throw in this joke. If people like it, then great. If not, but I really didn't like it looking back on it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like I said, it's a learning experience. Right now, it's our first week. Alan still hasn't even started editing.
I haven't even edited anything.
So we're just kind of like, you know, finding out what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's fun being able to sort of play games or make videos and have other people laugh and watch and sort of be excited to watch our videos every day.
It's always awesome to hear from people like, oh yeah, we really liked what you put out and blah blah blah. Like honestly, we kind of been hiding it from like the general public that we know. Like all the people we went to high school with, we kind of been like not telling them, because we hate it when people like start a YouTube channel and they go on Instagram, they're like, hey, subscribe, hey, there's a new video out. I just did a Q&A. I just did a Q&A. Oh yeah, story time. And it's like, we don't like that, so we're not going to go out there and like beg people for views. But at the same time, sometimes some people accidentally stumble on our channel. Like one of my friends stumbled on my channel and he's like, oh yeah, I watched some of your videos and they were really good. And I was like, whoa, like you liked them? Like I thought no one was going to like them, but that's always encouraging. I
was surprised that he even found it. Honestly.
I'm surprised he found it. I still don't know. I should probably ask him how he found it.
Yeah, we never. I mean, we've been doing this for like 2 weeks.
I mentioned it in like abstract form to him because we went out and we got in and out a couple of weeks back because he wanted to hang out.
Right.
And I was telling him like what my plans for the summer were, and I said I'm planning to start a YouTube channel, but we hadn't had a name yet. We hadn't had anything like that yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't even sure if it was gonna be a thing. So, oh, there's another in and out burp. But so, like, I have no idea how he found us, but he did. So,
what about starting it? Like, what? Because I think you came up with this idea of starting a YouTube channel.
No, it was the both of us.
Was it both of us?
It was, because the thing is, so me and Alan were kind of like talking about it, and then I mean, it kind of came up now and again. We'd be talking, I'd be like, and you'd bring it up. You'd bring it up more often than not.
I would bring it up
because
a lot.
I was burned before. Not I don't want to say burned, but I learned my lesson back in like sophomore year of high school because I tried to do this exact same thing. And I tried to start my own YouTube channel with one of my other friends.
Right.
And I don't want like it just didn't work out because he didn't really know how to edit and he didn't really have any like real drive to do it as a long-term thing. And he wasn't really committed. It was just like, oh, if it's there, then I'll do it. But I'm not going to really bust my balls to do it.
Right.
So yeah, it didn't really work out. It fell through after the first couple of episodes. And that's why I was kind of apprehensive. Because whenever someone says, oh, I'm down to do it, I'm always like, well, are you really down to do it? Or are you just saying that just to say that? Like, are you more interested in the success rather than like building it and like working for it. So that's why you had talked about it, and I was really apprehensive. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe one day, maybe sometime, blah blah. But then we started talking about it, and then I remember I told you, I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay it out for you. It's tough. It's not easy all the time.
Yeah.
It really kind of sucks sometimes when people aren't watching your stuff, and you're gonna have to learn how to edit. We're gonna have to pour money into it, and then you were like all for it, and like you immediately put down like what, $200?
$200 for
just to start it up for a mic and an audio interface and everything. And I was just like, damn, okay. And then you were like down to learn how to edit and everything. I'm like, okay, so let's get this started. And I mean, it's been working. Like for the last week and a half, you've been coming over like every Tuesday and Thursday. We've been recording stuff, and yeah, so that's just how it started, basically, between us. So that's crazy. Looking back on it, just kind of happened.
What about this rig? I think a bunch of people are gonna be
a lot of people are really curious about our rig.
What are we
right now? We're in a little shack in the middle of nowhere, and we're in tornado country. And I'm just kidding. We're in right now. I'm gonna lay it down on the line, even though I might look like a freaking loser.
In an RV.
I'm not in an RV. I live with my parents, and we record in my room because the thing is, my parents are normally at work. I'm still 19, so I haven't really moved out yet. And we live in California, around LA, so moving out isn't really like a smart option because rent's like $3,000 for like a 1-room, 1-bathroom apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So like you're like, okay, well I guess I'll just stay with my parents until I can figure out something. So I'm living with my parents. They're not really home all too much, and I set up like a table in my room where I have my gaming laptop. I have a separate TV that acts like a second like monitor, so that like whoever's like Alan, if he's playing, I'll be looking at the TV while he's looking at the computer screen.
It's working.
And it goes back and forth, and it works just fine. And we got 2 mic stands, 2 Audio Technica AT2020s, and we have them hooked on. His is hooked onto a table to the left of like the main table, and mine is hooked onto the bedpost of my bed. So it's kind of like
falling off pretty much.
It's held together with tape and spit, but and sweat. But we're getting it done. It's working.
So even though we might sound really good,
even though we might sound like we're in a very like professional studio, we kind of sound. If you were to walk into our recording booth, you'd be like, wow. Damn boy, you live like this.
Damn boy, you live like this.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. It's like right now, I kind of view it as this is just how it's gonna be for a while. But this isn't my end goal.
Right.
It's like, if we start making money off of this, which I hope, this isn't my. I mean, that's the thing. I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think I'm only doing this for the money or I'm only doing this for the success. I love making content. I love making videos and stuff. It's really fun, and it's one of the only things I have like motivation to do. And what is it? So I'm fine with or without getting money from it, but if I get money from it, then I'd pour it back into working on this channel. Like I'd probably get like a better computer, I'd probably get an actual like legitimate desk that's not like a fold out table, and I just pour it back in and make it look good and everything.
What do you think about like even moving out or like an office?
Oh, that's definitely in the cards. Like if I get it, like let's say further down the line, let's maybe say like a year or two from now.
Okay.
If we have like a solid audience and we have like maybe like something going on the side, we have sponsors or maybe even a Patreon going, or maybe people are just like nice and they're just donating to us.
Right.
Then I'd be totally down to move out. But I'd have to be solid and like really, really stable with the channel. Like it wouldn't have like I'd probably have to wait until the channel was stable on its own with a dedicated like subscriber base,
until you could afford more.
Not even afford more, but until I'd be ready to like move out just to pursue this. Yeah, because right now my plan is, I mean, for the summer we're gonna be just doing this, but as soon as school starts back up, we're gonna still be doing this. Like I'm still gonna treat this like a thing that's gonna happen, but I'm still gonna be juggling both school and this channel. So I'll be editing videos and doing homework and going to classes and this and that. But as soon as I get the stable like follower base and everything, I'm out of school. I'm definitely out of school because I don't really know what to do with school. I mean, like I said, I kind of like, if this doesn't work out, then just doing good, like making guitars. But you don't even need a degree to make guitars.
Right.
You just need the training. So who knows? Whatever happens, happens. I just hope it takes off. I mean, I don't really expect it to be like a meteoric rise.
Right.
But at least like when I say take off, I mean just a slow, steady growth. Uh-oh.
What was that? That was a metal piece that just landed on my foot.
What the hell? What was that?
It almost killed me.
Hold on, Alan. You talk to the audience while I check what happened to
you. So he's under the entire desk looking for a metal piece that's apparently just disappeared.
Are you sure it hit your foot?
No, it didn't hit I was just saying that.
Okay.
I don't know where it went.
I think it was mine.
But yeah,
I think it was my old Starbucks name tag.
How was Starbucks? How was that?
It's Starbucks is a very nice company.
Honestly, how was because I've never had a job. I never had a job.
Never worked a day in your life.
I never worked.
Alan doesn't even like take showers.
Yeah, but how was it going there?
It wasn't terrible. Like okay, I gotta say most of the issues I have with Starbucks stem from me as a person rather than the company. The company is a great company. They like, I mean, I got hired and they started me off at $4.27 I think an hour, which is really good pay for like, you know, someone with no work experience, just like, you know, starting their first job. Like that's a lot to give someone who has no experience.
Right.
So I was really like on board with that. And then they just like maybe 2 months in, they raised me to like $15.02 an hour. And that's on top of health benefits. That's on top of like, you know, a bunch of other stuff. They offered like free online classes for Arizona State University, and they gave me like a free Spotify premium subscription for as long as I worked there and all that stuff. Just a bunch of stuff that I was really like, wow, this is cool.
That is nice. Yeah, it's
nice, and the work is really fun. I enjoyed like learning how to make the drinks and everything, but this is just more me as a person. I'm not exactly the greatest people person in the world. And
working with the customers.
Yeah, I have no tolerance for like people who are like douchebags or like little babies. And a lot of the customers that go to Starbucks are very pretentious and they're very like judgmental and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I don't want to say a lot of them, but like out of any shift that I would have, I'd probably have a run-in with maybe like 3 customers that just annoyed the hell out of me, and that like really got me upset. But that's fine. I mean. And like any job, you have some people that you get along with really well and other people that you don't. And I had like a couple at my store that I didn't get along with. Like no matter what I did, we would just butt heads all the time. And it's not like I hated it. Like I could have stayed there, but I don't know. Like because the thing is, we're recording this, July 7th, 2020?
Yeah, the 7th.
Which means if you're out of context, if you're looking at this maybe 30 years from now, 2020 is the famous year where COVID-19 just completely ravaged our earth.
Yep.
And I was working there for a long time, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I could stay here. But then I had to go on leave because of COVID-19. So they gave me paid leave, which was awesome too. On top of that, like I can't believe they gave me paid leave. But they gave me paid leave, and I just stood home for a couple of months. And the longer I stayed home, the more I was just like, I don't want to go back. I really don't. Like, screw this job. Like, I had money, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't really happy doing that.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, might as well just do what I want. And that's where it corresponded with the start of this channel. It's like the more I was tired of my job and the more I was like, no, I don't want to do this, the more we started talking about the YouTube channel. And the more I was like, okay, might as well. But yeah, so that's everything. That was working at Starbucks. That was how the channel got started. And that was, yeah. I mean, if any of our listeners here are wondering whether or not to work at Starbucks, I gotta say, go for it. If you're a people person, go for it. Like, it's a good company to work for.
I would think that your coworkers were probably cool.
My coworkers were cool. Like 90% of my coworkers were cool. Most of them were like, even like my shift leads too, they were the nicest people. Like,
right.
Like they were like, I remember I had this shift leader, Nesto, who was like, oh yeah, I'll take you under my wing. And he taught me like basically like all of the ins and outs and like shortcuts. And I was like, damn, that's awesome, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, of course, every job has their people who take it a little too seriously. And I remember like on my first couple of days, like I remember I got so pissed off at this one girl because she was this one like try hard who was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to be like a manager or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was, I forgot what happened. I was trying to help one of my coworkers learn how to do drive-through because that was my forte. I was really good at drive-through. And I remember I was talking to him and she's like, Angel, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just, talking to my friend over here, like trying to help him out and stuff. And she's like, well, have you done all your, like, we have these things called cards where we would do like menial tasks in between like waves of customers. She's like, have you done your card? I'm like, oh yeah, I did my card. Everything's done. And she goes around my station, which was Hot Bar, where you make all the lattes and everything. And she's all like, oh, this, and this hasn't been done. So like, get on it. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know that was like something we had to do because I was still relatively new at that point.
Yeah.
And she turns around and she's like, Angel, you know, Starbucks hired you to work, and if you're not working, then like why did Starbucks even hire you and stuff? And I'm like, I'm just standing there like, I cannot believe this woman. Like I would go off on her if she wasn't like higher up than me and if she didn't have more experience, but like I just didn't like her ever since that day forward.
When did you get that job, Starbucks? When
I got
you
it
working there
last September of 2019. I think.
So we were still. Were we in high school? No,
we weren't.
We weren't in high school.
It was right after summer.
Yeah.
School had already started for most people.
Yeah.
And I remember I had spent all summer at home, and I wasn't going to school either. So my dad said, Angel, okay, if you're gonna live in our house and you're not gonna go to school, you're at least gonna get a job. So I'm like, okay. So I just got my job at Starbucks, and that worked. And it was all right, but you know, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Not my cup of coffee. Get it?
Yeah,
Because Starbucks.
I do get it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but I got it.
I've talked a lot about myself so far. So what about you, sir?
What about me?
What do you got to say for yourself? What is your perspective on all the channels starting and everything?
The channel starting. I think when we spoke about it, like when it became like a gradually increasing subject we talked about, it kept hitting me like, this is real. Like, this is real life. We're actually doing this. Because, you know, I would look at people like, what?
Oh, yeah, our little inspirations.
Yeah, we would look at inspirations like Super Mega, or, you know, I don't know. There's a bunch of different YouTubers, big YouTubers out there that we would look at.
Yeah, my main inspiration was Super Mega, and I'm pretty sure that's very apparent in our editing and our joke style and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we're eventually gonna find our own voice and our own, like, you know, little niche in YouTube.
Right.
But for now, it's basically walking in the footsteps of the people that we really like.
Right. But it sort of sounded like a dream, sort of, because I always wanted to, because I never had a job. I go to school every day, and every day I'd go back home, I'd just play games. I would just play video games, try to get like trophies, whatever, blah blah blah, do all that, and I wouldn't really have. I wouldn't. Okay, I don't want to sound like a loser, but I would just play video games, and I wouldn't really like talk to anybody, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, playing video games for an audience, or like playing video games for a purpose, actually sounded like a really cool idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I hope this actually works, and, you know, people actually like the sound of our voices.
Yeah. I don't think we have bad voices.
I don't think we have bad voices.
Because these, like, I don't have like a lisp or anything. At least I don't think so. I probably slur my words a little more than the average person. The average
just
Joe
drunk all the time.
Probably sound like I'm just like freaking like off of like 5 bottles of whiskey, but
yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I hope it takes off. I really do. Like, I'm willing to like, even though it might not be successful immediately, but I'm willing to stick it out for at least a good while.
Yeah.
Like maybe like a good 2-3 years. And if there's absolutely no growth,
nothing, then
I guess pack it up. And
I guess we gave it a shot.
We
are giving it
our
a shot.
best shot. And
this is the most official you could probably get, honestly.
Yeah, for now at least.
But
now, you know, if it works out, then I mean, that's the thing. I always viewed like video games not as really like the core, like it's the core of the channel basically, until we can find something else to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that too yesterday. Like, gaming is right now the main focus on our channel, but we could definitely switch it up, and we can make a bunch more. I mean, that's the thing.
Everyone knows that video games are kind of like a very saturated area in YouTube.
Yeah.
Because whenever anyone's like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, it's to play video games. Because that
right.
Like most people who are just looking for the success or looking for an easy way out, it's just like, oh yeah, because I already like video games and I don't have to put a lot of effort into it.
Just talk in front of a screen or in front of a camera.
I mean, who knows? I like writing too, so like who knows? Maybe like if things were to take off, I could write something, or like I could get connections where I could start writing stories or something. Or who knows? Maybe I could just, you know, kick off something to get me into working on music or something.
Right.
Because I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But I also view it as like, this is another way to build skills that most people don't have.
I think it was also, I think another factor that sort of made me feel like this was a crazy thing was sort of just high school in general.
Yeah.
Was sort of the people that went to our high school, or sort of, because everybody sort of made YouTube or all this like all this hoopla sound like it was just dumb.
That's the thing
dumb
too.
Idea.
Like we're kind of in an interesting spot. We get an interesting like point of view because most of the big gaming YouTubers,
right?
They I don't want to say that they're old because they're not old. They're still very young, but they grew up during the what is it? Like the rise of widespread like technology and internet, right? Yeah. But we grew up in a time of established like technology and stuff.
Right.
So we grew up and we went to high school and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I can make YouTube," because they had like 4K cameras on their iPhones. So
exactly.
And that's why. So like everyone and their mother was making a YouTube channel, but like they weren't very good. I'm not gonna knock anyone specifically, but they're just not very good. When someone goes like, "Oh, I'm starting a YouTube channel," I'd be like, for the first couple of times I heard that, I was like, "Wow, that's cool. Is it gonna be like super high like budget or something?" And like, no, it's just them like sitting in their room with like, you know, like fairy lights behind them saying, "Okay, Q&A,
send me
your questions
on
Instagram.
It's
like, what's your favorite color? Oh, why did you start a YouTube channel?" And it's like, why? Just kind of. Why? Yeah, it makes
so yeah, that kind of like made my motivation sort of dip when I don't know. Well, it was YouTube wasn't really like, I never really thought in high school. I kind of just thought like I'd be an engineer or like, you know, a computer dude.
I mean, that's basically what like our high school like kind of pushed us to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, our high school was very like, oh yeah, be an engineer because that's the way to do it, and that was basically the only option they gave us. So for a lot of kids like us that really didn't have any like solid plan for our lives, it was just like, okay, I guess just be an engineer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they kind of had like no sort of choice or other option.
I mean, there were, but they were very hidden. You had to go out and find it. And for someone who didn't really have the motivation to go out and do that, you were just kind of like just stuck in that track. That's basically what happened to me. I did that track too, but I realized very quickly I freaking hate math and I hate engineering. So I got out of that program really quick, and then I started doing like, you know, drama and all that stuff. I was a drama kid for a little bit.
Were you drama? Oh, I mean, you were.
I wasn't by definition a drama kid.
Yeah,
I was a kid in drama, and I wasn't exactly like like number 15.
I think no, you definitely had a phase like that.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I probably had a phase like that in high school because I used to watch anime and stuff, but not anymore.
In our high school, there was like a loser type spot, and Angel was sort of like the ringleader. He was sort of the king.
That was by the library, and I hung out with you by the tree.
No, yeah, you were the king of the tree.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could tell. But yeah, so high school is crazy. Looking back on high school, that was insane.
Yeah, but high school sort of motivated me too in a way, because I mean, you know, I don't want to sound, you know,
narcissistic.
Yeah, but we were
pretentious.
We were the life.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mean to like be that guy, but definitely when people say like, "Oh yeah, this summer's gonna be a movie or something," we're the ones that we're the group of friends that kind of like we're the ones that
exactly.
We're the ones who live closest to a movie, because like we're the ones that what is it? Let me get a bunch of examples. Sophomore year, all of us, like, I mean, I don't think you did.
What?
Because we all, for Halloween, we all dressed up in those inflatable dinosaur costumes.
I didn't, no.
And the thing is, it was like 10 of us. So we just swarmed the school and everyone was like
cool,
going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many
and
videos.
for other things. And whenever there was like a school event or something and they asked for volunteers, it was always one person from our group that would go and do it. Or like big events. Like I remember our last spirit night or something, whatever it was called, spirit rally. Night rally? That's what it was. Night rally. Yeah. I remember they had like oh, the classes battling against each other. And I remember for the seniors, someone chose me and I had to go do it.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember, and it was insane. It was like a movie. I'm serious. It's like one of those movie like things where I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And like everyone's all cheering and everything. It felt crazy.
Angel,
yeah.
Angel.
And for our last spirit rally too, I remember I was in my freaking because our class color was red. And me being the little comic book nerd I loved Spider-Man. So I made the homemade suit from Spider-Man Homecoming, the one where he like looks really crappy but he has like a hoodie and everything.
Yeah.
I made that myself, and everyone would tell me to wear it for our spirit days. And even though I was kind of over it by like the 3rd year of wearing it, it was kind of like a tradition at that point. So I was like, okay, screw it. Like I'll wear it one more time, like one last time. So then we go and we wear it. And I remember when our entire class went down into the football field to like celebrate and like dance and everything. I remember someone picked me up.
Someone picked you up?
Someone picked me up and put me on their shoulders. And they're like,
wow.
yeah, look, it's Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, and I put my hands up. And,
that is cool.
And someone from yearbook took a picture of my back, like of me and like in my like the from it was a picture looking at my back basically. It was me going like this with my hands up in the air doing the Spider-Man sign. And they took a picture of me, and in our yearbook, that's the senior year cover.
It's the senior year.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I have the yearbook right here. Hold on, you talk to them while I get it.
Okay, yeah, I want to see that. Yeah,
our senior yearbook sucks, by the way. I was really surprised.
Yeah, I didn't get one. Yeah, no real story like that happened to me. I guess the closest that, you know, any of that ever came was me getting arrested. I got arrested.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Angel's like bent on his. He's like bent on his bed,
my booty's like shaking in the air. Alan was just staring.
Yeah, your booty got me acting kind of funny.
You about to make me act up.
That's not the senior yearbook.
Yeah, this is our senior yearbook. No,
why does it look so bad?
Yeah, it sucks. I'm serious. Our senior yearbook sucked because our class was full of a bunch of freaking smooth brains.
Brains, yeah.
And they couldn't they had no like idea how to design anything. Like most of our what is it? Like the yearbooks previously were all black and they were all like nice and sleek. Ours is white, red, and orange, and it says nowhere but up, which I thought was the weirdest title because nowhere but up implies that we were at the very bottom. But yeah, so is Alan gonna read out?
Here, I'll read out one
of my senior like people signing my book.
Okay, let's read it from. Oh, no, let's not read that one.
Oh my god!
Let's not read that one. There was
like maybe just one page of people because I kept my circle small but tight.
Okay, you know what? I'll read this one. Someone actually drew Spider-Man or like a little Spider-Man thing. I'll just read this part. Someone said, "P.S. You'll always be the best of friendliest neighborhood. Best and friendliest neighborhood Spider-Man. Heart.
Nice.
Cobweb."
Yeah.
That's good.
So, let's see.
I kind of missed that. The whole signatures and signing. I didn't do that. But
here, let me show you. Oh yeah, look, I wore my outfit right here. I forget where I was.
I remember that.
I was right here.
When you took a picture.
You can see my eyes right there, my Spider-Man eyes right between that.
We're all right there in that little spot.
We're all right there.
They made us stand in like a 19. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you could show this to the viewer.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a picture and I'll put it up on the screen right now, right when we say ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Memories. But yeah.
Memories.
Did you have a senior quote, Alan?
I didn't even have a senior picture.
You didn't have a
I didn't take a senior picture.
Holy crap, what?
No, I didn't.
My senior quote was, hold on. Where am I? Dude, sucking at something is a first step to being sort of good at something, from Jake the dog.
Was that your quote?
Yeah, that was my quote.
Dude, that's probably the dumbest quote I've ever heard.
Okay, thank you for that. I couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah, just read out one of the better quotes someone had.
Okay, this is from this girl April that was in our class.
Okay.
And I'll read out the quote, but I'll give you the context behind it after I read it. Okay. It says, in caps, "Don't leave me," running in caps, and then it goes lowercase, "in this love maze," in caps, "because I'm getting tired. I'm capital lost in my capital reflection." It undercase, "It's a capital magic shop." Undercase, "Let the games capital begin," capital boom. From BTS. These are BTS.
Oh,
lyrics,
it's BTS. Okay.
But the thing is, this girl April is not a K-pop fan in any sense of the word. She hates BTS. But the thing is, she didn't submit a senior quote, and whoever was putting together the yearbook,
someone gave her a BTS quote.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
They ruined her. They ruined that.
Yep.
What?
Oh man.
I didn't even know they gave you random quotes. Like, I didn't know they.
No, I don't think they gave you random quotes. I think someone was screwing them.
Oh, what? Dude, that's awful.
Yeah.
I think I would have like punched someone or.
Oh man, but
I'll
yeah.
just done.
Okay, here's a good one. Polino. Oh, well, that he will only be known as Polino.
That's it. You better not say his
I'm
first
not gonna
name.
give his first name because, but yeah, he was like the wholesome dude in our grade.
I'm sure people could find out where we live.
I mean, maybe
And they could find.
if they're really,
look up his name.
Yeah, maybe. But
You guys better not do that.
His quote is that person who helps. Let me start over again.
Yeah, please.
That person who helps others simply because it should or must be done, and because it is the right thing to do, is indeed, without a doubt, a real superhero. By Stan Lee. I was like, damn.
That's good.
Yeah, that was really good.
One of the better quotes I heard.
Now I'm closing my yearbook so we can get off this topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
All right. What else?
What else is there? We've been talking for about 36 minutes, which I don't think is too bad. I need to go poo poo.
Do you need to go poo poo?
Yeah. Maybe we'll pause it and we'll pick it up after I poo poo.
Okay, go poo poo.
All right, I'll go poo poo right now.
Poo poo.
Poo poo. All right. Well, we're back. I just took my little poo poo.
How was it?
It was very good. I like alleviated a lot of weight out of my body.
You have a.
I feel fresh and limber.
You have a bidet.
I have a bidet.
How is a bidet?
Have you never used a bidet?
I've never in my life used a bidet.
I'm gonna assume that a lot of people who are listening don't use bidets, and I hadn't for a long time before Corona started. I mean, I'd never used it before Corona started, but then Corona started, and then the whole thing about like toilet paper being gone like came out, and my dad, being as industrious as he is, was like, "We gotta get a bidet. Like that's the only way to like circumvent the whole toilet paper crisis." So we got a bidet. And we put it on our toilet, and I gotta say it's very pleasant.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very pleasant because at first, like, you're not used to it. You're like, oh, water shooting at my butt. That feels bad. That feels wrong.
Yeah. Does it feel like it's going inside your butt?
If you press it hard enough, and if you kind of like squat down low enough, then yeah.
Oh.
But if you just like let it be as it is, then no. But the thing is, never before have I felt so clean. Like,
did you use it right now?
I used it right now because I went poop. I told you. I used it right now, and it's just it's beautiful. Like it's very beautiful because once you get used to the fact that water's shooting at your butt, it's weird, but it's definitely worth it for the feeling of like ultimate security that your butt is absolutely clean. Right. Because I noticed a few times before I switched the bidet, I had like a little worry in the back of my head that was like, did I get everything? Like, I know I got everything, but I'm kind of unsure of whether I got anything, right?
Yeah.
But now you just don't have to worry about it because you know for a fact. Because, I mean, that's the same mentality behind wipes. People use wipes to get rid of everything for sure. But a bidet turns normal toilet paper into just like a wipe because the bidet does all the cleaning work and the toilet paper is just used to dry you.
Don't you, like, miss that feeling when you, like, when you wipe like, and then
squish a little like dingleberry on your butt and you like pull out the toilet paper and there's a ginormous brown streak across it?
When you're wiping and then you get some on your finger.
Oh my god.
Don't you miss that? Or like...
No, I don't necessarily miss that.
Oh.
Yeah, but bidets are good. If you're thinking about getting one, get one. You don't have to get like a legitimate bidet toilet. Yeah. Because that's what some people think. Just get a bidet extension. That's what we got for our toilet. So our toilet, we didn't have to buy a brand new toilet. We just bought like maybe like a $40 bidet extension, and it works just fine. So, yeah. Yep. Bidets are Angel approved, Airtime approved, actually.
All right. What else?
What else can we talk about?
About our keeping it on our channel. If this does become if this becomes an actual, if we get following and all that, and us being 19, how long do you think, like, I mean, because we can do this for as long as we want, really.
Yeah, we're still very young. Like, that's the thing. It's like one of those things like people talk about like compound interest and stuff where it's like, oh yeah, if you save like a 19 or a 20-year-old that puts away $5 a day will always be richer than like a 60-year-old that puts away $200 a day, right? Because of like the time, right? I feel like it's the same thing with YouTube channels. Like, some people are like oh, you know, but because we're so young, it's like, you know, no matter what we do, it's like it's just gonna be like compound interest by the end.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's like our adult lives have just barely started, and because we're starting right now, we're wasting free time that we have. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, I mean, you don't pay bills, do you?
I don't pay any bills.
Yeah,
no.
you don't pay, like, I used to pay rent when I had a job, but after I quit, my parents were like, oh, if you're just doing school full time, don't worry about rent. And yeah, so I don't really pay any bills either. So I'm feeling like we could waste all of our time right now on this channel while we still have the opportunity of like that flexibility of not having to worry about being financially ruined.
This is the best time we could have started.
Exactly. It's the best time to set the foundation, because when we start having bills, and let's say this does take off, then we can pay our bills with the revenue that we get from this channel. But I mean, that's further down the line. Right now I'm just doing it for the fun of it. But that's definitely something you think about. And also I was thinking, what was I thinking about? On the pooper, I was thinking about something for the podcast, but I don't remember what it was.
When you're on the pooper. Good ideas come.
It had something about, it was something about the podcast. It was saying, oh no, I think I told you about it when I walked in. I said like the podcasts are super cool because you can just talk for a while about what's on your mind.
Yeah.
And then it takes just a little bit of editing just to like piece it together.
A lot of people I know just watch podcasts instead of music.
And that's why. And we can put podcasts on like Spotify, on like Google Play Music.
Is that what you're going to say?
I was thinking that, but also on YouTube, I was thinking, what should we do for like the video part of it? Because we're going to post these on YouTube.
We're not going to post this on YouTube.
Like, I was thinking, should we have like a background?
Oh, something on the background.
Yeah, we need something in the background.
We do need something in the background.
I'm thinking maybe doing the cloud thing again, because our whole branding is Airtime. So we thought maybe, oh yeah, let's put Airtime in the sky because it's Airtime. You get it? So I'm thinking maybe just get that thing that we like, our intro. You know how we had the clouds and it has the VHS thing playing over it. I could just put that as the background. Then I could put us two.
Honestly, you could probably put the background us two, and maybe you could
put like a little waveform of us talking. Yeah. So it moves like that. And then I'll put like the podcast title over it and everything.
You could probably put like you can make our like little cartoons switch emotion like every 10 seconds or like 30 seconds. I mean,
that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. I made a face. I made a face too. Because when he set out that idea, I was like, I thought you said like make our cartoons like wear like headphones or something. And I was like, okay, fine. But when you said change face every 10 seconds, I'm like, dude, this thing's like 43 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I could. But what is it? I honestly, one of the biggest things that I'm excited for if we start making revenue is like hiring our channel artist full time. Like, I would love to hire our channel artist to like do like specific things. Because we paid her. Oh yeah, her name's Jenny Toon. She has two handles, Jenny Toons and Pink Toons. She did our channel art, and I really loved it. I mean, I don't know, Alan, what about you?
Yeah, I liked it. It looked exactly like us.
I loved it. It was very.
You could tell the difference.
Like, I was very amazed. Like, I was, like, not to say that I didn't expect like nothing but greatness from her.
I didn't expect that.
I
didn't know who she was.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't know who she was. But with me, I had already, because she had drawn me in high school a couple of times, and I was always like, wow, that's cool. I have her original sketch of me on my wall right now.
Yeah.
And what is it? I had always expected like good things from her, but it wasn't until like I had actually seen it that I got like really hyped about it. And just seeing those, like, it just got me excited for being financially stable enough to like. Woo! What was that?
I don't know. I just wanted to scream.
Oh, you just wanted to? Okay, cool. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I got really excited to hire her for more stuff. Like, I would love if we got enough money to be able to like pay her to like draw us in like a podcasting booth, like you and me, like as cartoons.
Yeah.
Or like draw something like, or like draw every thumbnail specifically.
Yeah.
Not every thumbnail, but like when we have like a series, her do like one thumbnail for that entire series, and it's like all custom drawn, so I don't have to do like really crappy Photoshop edits of us on top of characters in the game.
I'm really excited to just like have a bunch of different connections.
Yeah.
Like different editors, artists.
What I'm really like curious about is, I'm not aiming for this, but if it happens, I'm really curious about who will meet on YouTube because of this.
Who will meet?
Like, if we get big, well, not big, but if we get stable, like, what YouTubers, like, will we meet up and become friends with any YouTubers that we already watch at this moment in time?
Yeah, that's actually really interesting.
Or will
to
we
think
make
about.
enemies with YouTubers that we like because they'll be like, "Oh, you're just stealing our formula."
I think we've been saying this a lot recently when we're like making videos, before making videos, whatever. But I think we're definitely gonna get canceled at least once. At least once in our career.
I don't think we'll get canceled. Wait, oh crap. That's hard because it just depends.
It depends on like how mainstream we would be.
Yeah, it depends on how mainstream we'll become, and it's just like, I don't know. I have a few people that hate me in life, but
yeah, you do have.
I do have a couple of enemies, but I mean, not intentionally. It just happened because I broke up with people that I probably shouldn't have broke up with, or I probably shouldn't have even started even like dating. Gating.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's really. Hopefully we meet cool people.
Like I wonder because we're starting off, and this, I'm just gonna be like dead honest here. A lot of our humor, I've already said this, a lot of our humor and our editing style and our ideas stem from like our inspiration with like Super Mega and other gaming YouTubers and stuff. I wonder if we ever meet them, if they'll just absolutely hate us for just like quote unquote stealing their style and stuff.
Or what if we meet them and they just hate us because
like who we are?
Yeah,
like they just look at you and they just hate you.
Yeah,
like, oh, dirty Mexicans. Oh. We're Hispanic, by the way. Yo soy mexicano.
Yo soy.
Are you not Mexican? Are you not of Hispanic descent?
I'm of Hispanic descent.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but we're like white-sickin, kind of. I mean, do you know Spanish fluently?
No, not fluently. No,
me neither.
Not at all.
I know bits and pieces of Spanish. Me and Alan actually, the majority of our friendship was cultivated in Spanish classes in high school. That taught us nothing.
Yeah, we would go to class, and we would instantly watch a movie, or we'd just like play catch. I don't know.
We'd watch a movie, play catch, just like screw around, or like our teacher would get into like this huge like philosophical like lecture about life, and like talk about how he owns like 6 houses and how he's like cool. He's like $3 million in debt, but it's all right because he's renting out all his houses.
We also had another friend, Josh.
I would love to have Josh on this.
I'd love to have him as a guest or something, or just be here.
He's such a like. If there's one person that embodies like chill vibes, it's Josh.
It's our friend Josh.
Yeah.
He in Spanish class, he would always get like abused by the teacher.
Oh yeah.
Because he was
not really like physically abused,
not physically abused.
He was definitely like a target for the teacher to be like, Josh, why are you fooling around?
Easy abuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was that. High school was a memory.
High school was a very.
It was a movie.
It was a very fun time. Oh my god! It was a very fun time. Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, I hate high school me because of like, oh, I was so cringe." But I don't feel like we were that cringe.
I think we were the most ideal of ourselves.
When people thought of the high school, I don't mean to be like projecting or anything, but whenever people thought of like that solid big friend group of people who like were actually like genuine with each other, they probably thought of us.
They probably thought of us.
Because even though we weren't like on the forefront of everything, even though we weren't like, hey, notice us, we were still like, people knew about us. They knew about our group.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
it's crazy.
But I also like life after.
Yeah, I do like freedom after high school. They have their pros and cons. Like high school was marked by a lot of like innocence and freedom in the sense of like, not having pressures about like your life ahead of that. But after high school, you have true like adult freedom of like, oh, I can go out at 3 a.m. and my parents can't scream at me.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I can drive out to wherever I want to because I have a car, and like stuff like that. So it's trade-offs.
Oh, I can make a YouTube channel
or I can make a YouTube channel and
strangers
afford all the bits that we need and meet strangers too. But yeah, so
amazing.
I'm just excited to I'm really excited to just cultivate a community, really. Like not really. I don't mean cultivate a community to be like the master of it. Like a lot of people go like, oh, I want to start something, so I'm like the ruler of it. I'm just really excited for people to like comment on like our videos and like for us to respond and like be like joking about it and be messing with them and stuff. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Or like hopping on a stream or like even maybe like I remember I told you this before, but I like starting a Discord server and like kind of like being like not really hands-offish with it, but like just hopping in from time to time, but not really jumping in any voice channels or something. until like one day when there's like a bunch of people in one voice channel from like our channel's Discord. We just hop in and we're like, yo guys, and they're like, oh my god, it's them, and we're just like, you don't gotta be like that, we're just normal people. And like I'm excited to make like friends through that stuff.
Yeah man, YouTube live is harsh, but rewarding. I think we could do it.
Yeah,
I think we could definitely do it.
I think as long as we both commit to it, and as long as we both like,
I'm excited to go home and edit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you just got your laptop.
I did just get my
laptop. So I'll probably give you, because right now we have a couple of episodes that we have pre-recorded because we like to be ahead of it. We don't like to record the day of, and then so I'll probably give you maybe PE Noir to go over, because that one's more like just cutting out empty space just to.
I don't want PE Noir.
You don't want PE Noir, really?
Is PE Noir gonna come out tomorrow?
I thought it was gonna be either that or Take Me to Tomato Town.
Okay, Take Me to Tomato Town tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'll get PE Noir.
What?
Yeah.
So you're fine. You just don't want to edit something that's gonna go up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to give myself,
that's perfectly fine,
because I still need to figure out how to work it.
Yeah. So okay. I mean, because the thing is, we just recorded 2 episodes of Firewatch.
Right. Yeah.
We recorded 1 episode of Draw Your Own Adventure or something off.
Yeah,
of
that was cool.
Then we recorded PE Noir a couple of days back and Take Me to Tomato Town a couple of days back. I'll probably give you Tomato Town and PE Noir, and I'll start editing together.
So you want me to take Tomato Town and PE Noir?
Yeah, but
what's coming out tomorrow?
I'll probably edit together the Draw Your Own Adventure.
Oh, so that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'll say, like, just try to finish it on your own speed.
Okay.
At least be ready to have.
I actually wanted Tomato Town. Yeah.
Tomato Town is it's gonna be like an easy. I just suggest you just zoom in on different things or whatever. Make it funny, and then as long as that's ready by 2 days from now, because tomorrow is gonna be Draw Your Own Adventure. So the day after is gonna be Tomato Town. So you basically almost have 2 days. You have when you get home and tomorrow. All of tomorrow to edit it together. So this and then you can upload it by.
This podcast is the mark of a rivalry in editing.
Yeah, between me and Alan.
Between the both of us.
And I don't think. Are we gonna specify who edits what?
I mean, we could, or people could just find out
in the description. Yeah, I'd rather them get a feel for our different editing styles.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, and one thing that we still haven't gone on is brainstorming the titles for.
Oh yeah, titles for this podcast.
We just recorded the entire episode, and we're gonna finish in a little while, but we still don't even have a. I was thinking, because of the whole air topic, or like the air theme, that we would do something like on air or off air or something. But it could be whatever we want it to be. Really, it doesn't have to fit a theme.
Maybe it could be on air, air with, or
on air with airtime.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I was just thinking on air podcast, but yeah,
we could always do on air with special guests.
Yeah, on air with, and then that'll be the.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's a good name.
So it'll be like on air podcast, and whenever we have a guest, on air with. Blah, blah.
Yeah, that flow is really good.
So,
and there's a bunch of.
Let me check to make sure that there's no on air.
There's a bunch of different guests that I want. A lot of friends. A lot of.
I can't wait until we get big enough to start having like actual
people,
like actual people that aren't our friends.
Andrew's looking up if on air is taken or not. Oh, apparently it looks like
Thin Air podcast. There's no on air podcast. There's off the air.
It looks like we can take it then.
I mean, this one's in a different language, so. Yeah, the on-air podcast.
I think we could take the on-air podcast. I think that's fine.
That sounds good. All right. So now that's been we've been talking for about an hour now.
Yeah, I think
that's crazy. That's a good little chunk of speaking. So
I hope the viewers sort of, I don't know, learn something about us.
This one, I think the title for this one will be. I don't freaking know.
Us? No.
No, not.
I don't know. Like,
I was gonna say like.
Who is Airtime?
YouTube and Bidets. YouTube and Bidets, the on-air podcast.
YouTube and bidets. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. YouTube and bidets.
So that'll probably be it. But yeah, so we had like a solid, this is rounding out, like I already said, to about an hour. That's a good chunk of thing. And all I have to do is edit, like, you know, the transitions between me pooping, the whole, any other things that we need to do to cut out and stuff. So,
right.
I mean, but yeah, that's about it.
I hope you guys really enjoyed this.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this little insight to ourselves.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I realized I like? Because right now, you guys can't hear it, or at least I don't think you guys can hear it. But in order to keep to have like the blank space filled up, I'm playing some lo-fi hip hop on Spotify, and I kind of like the fact that it's in the background. I'm kind of down to like find like, you know, other lo-fi beats that, you know,
that aren't copyrighted.
That aren't copyrighted and won't get our channel struck, and have it playing in the background of the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something that like people, because I don't know how people view podcasts, but I think music in the background shouldn't be too bad.
Maybe people can, like, if they watch this in the future or right now, if you want, you can comment anything that you would like us to talk about, or topics that would be nice to talk about, something you want to hear about us.
And if you have any, like, if let's say you freaking like detest the fact that we have music in the background, just comment, you know. Yeah. And anyone else that like agrees with them, like the comment, or just comment that too, or just say your podcast is crap. So, and then we'll fix it. So
yeah, if you guys really just hate our voices, just tell us to like.
Yeah, just say like you sound like a dog that's choking.
But just keep commenting.
Yeah,
keep liking.
Keep liking.
Keep sharing the video.
You can put the most abusive, meanest comment in the world.
Yeah.
But as long as you like, it's all right.
We'll get back to you.
And we'll call you ugly too.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Commenting on hateful stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, wow, you sound like my butt cheeks after I
sound like
bike ride for 5 hours. Yeah, you sound like my taint after I don't shower for 3 days.
You sound like my taint after I don't use the bidet.
But yeah, all right, so that's basically wrapping it up. Oh yeah, forgot, last thing. If you sat here the entire time and you were wondering for the last half of that sentence, basically the first half was Obama is a.
Oh, right. I forgot about this.
Yeah, and the last half is Glizzy Gobbler.
Glizzy Gobbler.
I forgot why I said we were going to do this sentence. I'll probably listen back and realize why I did it.
Oh, it was for the people in the future.
Yeah, it was the people in the future.
Or now.
But I forgot. I said, oh, yeah. In the future, you comment the sentence, and I'm going to know that you're from the future.
If you're watching this from the I'm pretty sure most people who click on this are probably going to be from the future.
Yeah, because I mean, and when I say the future, I don't mean like, oh yeah, like
a week
freaking like a week from now or like a month from now. I'm talking about like if you're watching this in like 2025,
that's
or like 2024, 2023.
2025.
I say 2023 is a good.
It's 2020 and 2025. I think cars are going to be flying.
You're a liar.
Yeah, we're going to be in 2025.
I feel like 2025 and it's just going to be like exactly the same.
Hot water bidets.
Hot water bidets are already hot water bidets. Oh. We're going to have like, I think like Tesla is just going to be like cheaper.
2020 is filled with flying cars. And then we just have Obama Glizzy Goblin.
This is graphics in 2025 and it's just like GTA 5.
Yeah, again. It's GTA 5 and like super realistic mod.
My God. All right. Well, that was a really nice little chat with me and Alan.
There you go.
I really didn't know how we were going to fill up this entire time, but we
did. I mean, this is cool.
This is really nice. Well,
but yeah,
subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends, tell your family. We'd love to have them. Anyways, well,
if you have special guests, comment.
Yeah, if you have special guests, comment. If you want to be a special guest, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, we'll see you later. All right.
Bye.